Thank you very much, Trevor. I think our core goal is for good governance. The war on graft, employment for young people, getting rid of unconstitutional places. And I've seen a lot of the media houses grossly misquote whatever this thing is by calling it anti-government protests. These are pro-good governance protests. And whatever it is that we're doing, the agitation that we are making is simply that the government does what it was mandated to do. And a lot of the times the people have asked, so what do the Gen Zs want? What is the logical conclusion? We're saying that if the political class did exactly what they are mandated to do in the Constitution, if our MPs represented us and not their own selfish interests, if the president abided by the rule of law and did not employ unconstitutional people or directed, if the whole political elite did not direct funds to unconstitutional places, we would be happy to stay home. But now it comes upon us to agitate for good governance, and today you saw the doctors occupied MOH, and these are concessions that have been made by the consistent, concerted efforts of the youth to ensure that we have good governance.
Okay. Shakira, in your view, what is the one thing you're pushing for as Gen Z?
I think he's actually taken words from my mouth.
Yeah.
I agree with what he said 100%. As the youth of Kenya, we want good governance. We want the Constitution of Kenya that was promulgated in 2010 to be implemented in its full entirety. We want to see leaders serving Kenyans rather than their greed, their pockets, and the people within their small circles.
Do you have time frames for this?
As soon as possible. We want it as soon as yesterday because it's long overdue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me bring in Mwansa on this. Mwansa, what is your view? What do the young people want now?
What we want, for me, we've been speaking in English. Seems they are not understanding. Allow me to speak in Kiswahili, or a simple language. Yenye hata mabadi watasikia pale nyumbani. And what I like to kuambia ni, sisi kenye tunataka, hatutaki hata promises zenye walitupea. We don't want the promises they told us in their manifesto. We want the bare minimum, like my friend has said. What is in the Constitution? What are our rights? Like if I can just in a minute give you a person like what a young man goes through back out there. Maybe the president doesn't know because he doesn't have young people around him. If he has people around him, those are people who are wako na majob, wako tu sawa, hajui kenye tunapitia. Mimi nimemaliza shule, nimeenda mtaani, at least nipate kazi ya kufanya. Hakuna majob. Nimetoka home, nimeenda ushago, nianze kulima, napewa fertilizer fake, fertilizer ambao siwezi fanya nayo farming. Natoka huko na apply job PSC, ndio nikuja niko intern. Nakuja kufanya intern kazi, hakuna kitu napewa. The only thing that is in the offices is only tea, lunch, breakfast, and even at night you can even take home. That's the only thing that they give us. 1 year later, nimeishi huko Roysambu kwa bedsitter, wajui venye nalipa rent, wananiambia nirudi home after nimefanya PSC internship. Alafu watatutangazia kuna majobs kwa hizo gava offices. Why don't they employ these PSC interns? Why don't they employ these medical interns? Why don't they give jobs to JSS au walimu wenye wanafanya hiyo kazi? Wakati wanatuambia kuna kazi, president kila wakati anakuja tumetenga, tumeweka. Where are those jobs? So mimi nimemaliza shule, nimeenda ushago, nimetoka ushago, nimerudi Nairobi. Then nimefika hapa, nimenunua bodaboda, pesa nimefanya. Hii bodaboda yangu ama hii busy nimeweka, bado nataka kuninyang'anya ile kidogo niko nayo. Kanjo ako hapa, sijui county iko hapa, sijui yeye ako hapa, kila housing levy, sijui what and what. Really, I have nothing to do. What next? Next is at least to start a business. Still, he is there, he wants money, he wants taxes on it. When you have said that the finance bill wakati tulistopisha, that's what we wanted. Now it has been at least put aside. What else do we want? That is not all that we want. What he did by stopping the finance bill, he just postponed our problems. We as young people, we are still suffering. Sasa nimerudi shule after kutolewa PSC, nimemaliza, nilika home, sina job, busy yangu imeanguka. Nimerudi shule tena. That's why I'm in MKU Law School for a second degree. Why? Because I'm very idle at home and I want at least to find time with my lecturers to check it, to pick a story. Maisha yaendelee because I have nothing to do and I don't want to start looting. I don't want to start being a criminal. I don't want to start kupiga ghetto ukitoka hapo nje. Nataka at least ni learn. Bado nikienda pale Ministry of Education imenitripolia hiyo school fees 3 times. 3-4 years ago ulikuwa unalipa 30,000 per semester. Sasa hii enda UN unalipa 150,000. You get? I mean, those are some of the things we are suffering. And what we want from them, we want them to be accountable. We want them, when they sworn in pale Kasarani, alibeba akasema he will protect. So what is he protecting?
Okay.
By giving us fake fertilizer, by tripling fees education, by giving us the university funding model, which doesn't help me. Ukienda Alliance wanasema eti umeenda Alliance hautapewa domob, juu ni mdosi. Ulienda Alliance juu ya mchango, ulichangiwa na church. So does that really help? It doesn't. The dual bill that we gave, which is really affecting us as student leaders. Nowadays, the universities, they are putting student leaders puppets. They cannot even advocate for our rights. We want it scrapped. Dual bill itolewe. Hiyo ndio iliyekuwa ndio itoe Babu Owino kwa MP. So Babu Owino alienda. Surely, why is it affecting us? So we will not sit down as Gen Zs to see that happen.
Okay, let me bring Dr. Mcoure on this.